Hello Beauty News family, welcome to Beauty News. This is the 12th of March edition. We're going to be talking about new release beauty products and updates of things that we've talked about in the past. We do have some updates this week, which is a thing. We're going to start with BH Cosmetics. So we talked about how they were doing a birthstone palette series for 2021, and we've seen the aquamarine palette for March. So they're saying you can serve serene and stunning looks with aquamarine for March. The vegan shades ranging from glittering blues to baked multi-tone neutrals. All eyes will be on you thanks to this multifaceted palette. The pack's a major punch. It's available now for $9 at BH Cosmetics. Blue and brown.
Yeah, look, I don't like this series.
And it's got a glitter.
It does.
No,
it does.
I don't like this series.
I don't like this series, but I do have to say that this is the best one I've seen from the three we've seen so far. And the reason I'm saying that is if you do like a light turquoise eye, this is actually a well-balanced palette. You can complete looks with it. Like, I don't like it, but I think it's definitely the most well-constructed palette we've seen so far. And, you know, people hate glitters, but I think it's a really beautiful addition to, like, add different dimension.
It looks better in the pan than it does in the swatch.
Last week we talked about a new upcoming brand from the makeup artist and influencer Hidden Dash, and we were talking about how we're quite excited for it. Now we have seen their reveal of the first product, which is actually called Beautopsy. It's the first product in the line for Hidden Dash Cosmetics, and it's a pressed pigment gradient palette that consists of vegan multi-use shades that can be used as eyeshadow, blush, contour, highlight, eyeliner, brow powders. It's inspired by his background as a painter, and it's supposed to be like a painter's palette that lets you combine and blend color combinations to perfection. The formula is buildable. It consists of 12 shades in 6 gradient pans, and they're supposed to be universally flattering shades. So each pan is pressed differently to showcase various color payoffs. This is probably not what I was expecting, but I'm also not... I'm not surprised, but I wasn't expecting it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this isn't what I was expecting. I don't look at this and I'm not like blown away by it. I'm not like screaming from the rooftops about it, but I'm intrigued. It's very different. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this before. It does make me think of the Kevyn Aucoin, like he had the Neo highlighters, he's done
the Neo bronzers, blushes.
The brand has done, they've done the gradient type pressed products. So, you know, it's not completely new, but it's definitely, we haven't seen it in this form before. This is new.
Yeah, I think I'm not confused because that's not the case. I totally understand what this is about. We've seen sort of palettes like this from a lot of brands that are started by makeup artists. I think of Linda Hallberg, who has the different color variations of, it's like a palette that has, you know, you can use it all over the face, similar to this, in the eyebrows, on the eyes, on the cheeks, wherever you want to use it. So this sort of all over palette is not a new concept, but like you said, the gradiating pans in this format is very different to what we've seen before, and when we have seen it, it's usually just with face powders. I do think that this is one of the first times that this feels like it's a palette for makeup artists. So, you know, we talk about brands being a little bit confused, like they want the makeup artist sort of prestige that goes along with releasing products, but they're actually products targeted to the consumer because realistically they're not really designed for a makeup artist kit. I feel like the market here is makeup artists, and I feel like the consumers that will buy it will be big Hidden Dash fans who love and admire his techniques and want to recreate it for themselves at home, which is perfectly fine. But I do think the people that will get most sort of use out of this and most benefit will be makeup artists. Because I think your average makeup consumer, like there's a swatch photo here of, and I'm assuming it's the Feel and Real pan, and it's like taken different parts of the pan and it's showing a gradation of what colors you can achieve.
Create with it. Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch here, like pretty much 10 shades. I don't think your average makeup user will be able to get that variety out of one ombre pan. So
looking at the colors that are in there, I can see the possibilities of what you can do with it. I don't dispute that this could be an all over face palette. What I think will be interesting is seeing people use it who aren't trained in how to mix and adapt colors to suit all skin types. Because I can see that you, like this palette, theoretically, looking at the colors, there's stuff you can mix in here to make this palette suit everyone. But will people be able to do that? That's where I think this is a risky product. I think it's definitely interesting. It's innovative. We haven't really seen anything like this. But I really do feel that this sits pretty firmly in the like professional artist category rather than consumer category. But there's going to be a lot of consumers who buy this.
Yeah, and I think
I'm interested to see how they go with it.
Yeah, I think the problem with that is like you said, it's going to be a lot of people that buy it because they love Hindash and they want to try the quality, because I have faith that the quality is going to be very, very nice, especially if you're stuck just to mattes. If you've got a matte only palette, you need that formula to be like the nicest, smoothest, most beautiful matte formula ever, especially if it's going to be your first release. So I do feel like he's probably going to do some amazing formulas, but I feel like it's one of those palettes that a lot of people are going to be excited to try and then get a little bit overwhelmed with and just not know where to take this. And it's going to be $70 I believe. So it's not going to be the cheapest item for effectively 6 pans or 12 shades. So it is definitely going to be up there in price. And yeah, I'm curious to see how this is received.
Me too. This is probably one of the most interesting releases I've seen in a really, really long time. And I'm interested to see not only what it's like, how it performs, but also how it's received by the community when it's actually being used. And also, it really gives me hope for his brand in the future, because he could be potentially releasing some really interesting stuff in the future.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is just another sort of Seed Beauty copying Colourpop or Kylie, or, you know, it's not just the same old. I feel like they're doing something potentially quite interesting here, which is cool.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's paving his own way with this product for sure, which is interesting. Okay, we have an update on KVD doing good vegan something that is now known as Cara Veritas Decora, which is supposed to stand for Value, Truth, Beauty. If you don't know what the fuck's going on here, nobody blames you, because nobody does. Apparently, KVD Beauty is changing their name once again, rebranding once again. I'm getting really angry. I can feel it bubbling within me. So now they're saying that we stand for Cara Veritas Decora, which is Latin, and it's supposed to mean value, truth, beauty. But really, what they're doing is holding on for dear fucking life to that rotting corpse that is the initials KVD, probably because they don't want to pay money to rebrand all of their packaging, and also think that they're going to lose customers who will no longer know what the brand is called. It's all very sad and pathetic.
I think you've hit the nail on the head with the second part. I do think that they're holding on to the rotting corpse of those initials because they're worried that people will forget like if they come out with like TBV Beauty or whatever the fuck they want to call it, whatever other initials they want to call it, people, I'm sure they're scared that the sort of customer base for the past 10 or so years will all of a sudden be like, I don't know what's going on, KVD has gone, you know. But what I find so bizarre about this is not only did they, buy out Kat Von D, but they kept her initials, stupidly, and now they've rebranded, which means they're going to be changing their packaging design anyway because the logo is now changed. But they're still going on with the same fucking initials. If you're changing the packaging anyway, change the name. Kat Von D has asked them to drop the initials. I don't understand why they are trying. They probably spent the last year in a boardroom being like, how do we work these initials into a new slogan that suits our brand? You don't. You change it and you move on. And when we were talking about this prior to filming, we keep referring it to Kat Von D because that's in our head. KVD is Kat Von D. You can't remove that association to Cara Delevingne fucking Beauty, whatever the fuck I want to call it. No matter what you're trying to make it, it's Kat Von D. So get rid of it entirely and start afresh. And they're also trying to reignite the sort of tattoo inspiration. Like, we're inspired by tattoo artists. Look, you're not. Kat Von D was. She's gone. Move on. Like, move on. Try something different. Or fucking bury the brand. Bury the brand. And the formulas you're using, create a new fucking brand. This is a shit show. This is an outright shit show.
Yeah, this is just such a mistake. This is like watching your drunk friends fight over dumb shit. Like, stop, guys. It's fucking stupid. It's embarrassing. It's cringe. And they literally say, thank you for supporting us on this ongoing journey. No! Nobody supports this. Nobody supports this. We all think it's stupid.
Yeah, if they're worried about losing money because of having to throw out packaging and old products and rebranding, they are burying their money with this long, dragged out, we're trying to like slowly change and figure out where we stand over years and years and years. You are fucking your brand. Just cut it fresh. Last week you got rid of all your images on Instagram and now you've come back with our new inspiration, which is pretty much Kat Von D's inspiration. But we just can't call it Kat Von D because she's left us and now we're confused about where we stand. Her aesthetic was 10 years old anyway.
I know. It's old anyway.
You can make it like awesome street art inspired makeup, or, you know, you can do something a lot more like that same sort of edgy, but just more current.
Change it. Change everything. Let it go. Stop flogging a dead horse. It's cruel. Nobody wants to watch this. It's painful to watch.
The next brand that they're like, oh, sorry, COVID hit and we couldn't survive is going to be Cara
Veritas Decora. Latin hit and now we're dead. No,
and
it's
ironically, they announced, or we've started seeing that foundation balm that we talked about last week.
Yes.
That was sort of popping up a lot online. They didn't share it yet, but we saw it from a few different sources. The packaging is the old packaging. They didn't even decide to launch with a new product, being a new innovative foundation balm with the new logo and the new packaging. It's the old packaging. I don't understand.
See that they're promoting the Lock-It finishing powder, which by the way is a really nice powder, but it's in the old packaging. They're promoting the tattoo liner, old packaging. Like,
what are they doing? But anyway, and also what they're doing is similar to what Kat Von D did with her like artistry group of people. They're doing that, but with like tattoo artists, I think, as being like the inspiration behind something. So they're actually doing that artist sort of collective thing that Kat Von D did years ago. So they're not even letting her concepts go.
No matter what.
I don't understand.
I know. I've got a hot chocolate here. I'm gonna let's sip this shit. The tea is cold around here. At the end of the day, what they've done is not change the name brand or the brand name at all. It's still being referred to as KVD Beauty, which is what it was when Kat Von D was around.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do this with them.
We need to have a serious Zoom call to them and be like, listen.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing? You're tanking
You're
your
fired.
brand.
You're all fucking fired.
We're firing you. You're dead.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
I would be like, you're all fucking useless. Get out.
Speaking of a brand that's fucking useless. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. Actually, I'm interested in this mildly. Tarte Cosmetics. We did see that a couple of months ago now, I think it was. Useless. No, they did release their Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer on that shopping network. So it wasn't actually officially released, but it was released on a shopping network in the US. So it's only now in the past week come to the Tarte website. It will be rolled out to Sephora and other places you can buy Tarte. But it did take a little while to see them actually officially launch this, which is strange, especially since it's like 2.0 for one of their arguably their most popular release of the past 5 years. So I thought it was weird that they released it the way they did. Anyway, I'll go through the information again if you didn't watch that episode and you weren't familiar with what this is. But essentially, their iconic Shape Tape Concealer now has a built-in eye cream for 24-hour hydration. So the concealer has full coverage, natural moisturizing matte finish. It's ultra nourishing. It's got prickly pear for 24-hour hydration. It's for all skin types, especially dry or mature skin. It leaves the skin looking hydrated, never dry or flat. It's creamy, cushiony formula that won't cake or settle. And it's supposed to leave your skin looking smoother, plumper, and more youthful. It's waterproof and 12-hour crease proof, and it's available in 2 sizes, which is really good. Full size is $27 US, and the travel size is $10 US. And I believe it has the same shade range as the original formula. So I think the shade range is 35 different shades. So I'm assuming I'm assuming if you know your shade in the original, you can find a match for this creamy version. There are a few things that I really like about this. Now, I know Tarte Shape Tape was one of those products that was very polarizing. It was very, very hyped up, and I think it was hyped up from people who have oily skin, because I know that I really liked it. It set under my eyes really nicely without anything that's too creamy can move and crease under my eyes.
Yep.
So it was really good in that regard. It worked as sort of like an all over face concealer as well. But if you had drier skin or older skin, supposedly it looked absolutely hideous on you. I'm glad to see that they've brought out a more hydrating version. I am getting older. I know that people with drier skin still want nice full coverage concealers. So I love that they've brought this out, and I particularly love that they've got the 2 sizes, because I know the full size will last you a year of like daily use. So if you're not wanting to commit to that, having a $10 travel size, fantastic. I actually want to try this. I'm really curious to see on my maturing skin if it actually looks great. I would love to try the travel size. So I'm glad they've done this.
Yeah, I'm going to try this as well, because they make some pretty big claims like it helps to smooth and reduce the look of fine lines, wrinkles and pores, which I want that. I think it's interesting how they say it offers 24-hour hydration, but only 12 hours crease proof.
Yeah. But to be fair, 12 hours is a long time for a concealer.
It's a long time. Yeah. It's plenty. No, but I'm not wearing my shit for fucking 24 hours.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting funny how they make those 2 like time claims. The other thing, and this actually annoys me, they've got before and after shots where they're using it as a foundation. And I'm like, well, it's a concealer. Of course it's going to fucking cover all of your imperfections. Why are we using it as a concealer, as a foundation?
I do agree with you. They should have had one side with foundation and no concealer, and one side with foundation and then added concealer. Because, of course, if you put concealer all over your face, it's going to have a dramatic difference. Yeah, I think these before and afters are a little bit irrelevant.
But I will totally try this.
Yeah, I'd try it as well.
Give it to me.
Yeah, and I don't have many concealers on the go, so I'm open to buying it as soon as it comes to Sephora. Okay, we're sort of getting into new products now, but I thought while we're talking about Tarte Shape Tape, I may as well mention that they've added a new product to the Shape Tape family. Again, this has been released on QVC, so it's not yet on the Tarte website. I don't know why they release things on QVC early, but Tarte clearly have a contract with them. But this is the new Shape Tape Eye Cream, which makes me question, why do you need an eye cream if the concealer has an eye cream in it? But anyway, it's got an eye cream. They've got an eye cream.
Yeah.
So this is designed to prime, smooth, and reduce the appearance of fine lines. It's formulated with a cocktail of squalane, vitamin B5, sodium say that, Hayley. I can't say that.
Sodium hyaluronate.
Hyaluronate, vitamin E, and peptides. So it's available now in a pack with the Shape Tape concealer for... and also a sponge for $39. No, but the original Shape Tape concealer.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they're like, this fixes all of your original Shape Tape woes.
Yeah. Your concerns. Like, this is pretty much... This turns your original Shape Tape into the creamy version. Doesn't. But maybe that's what they're trying to imply.
We do have some more makeup items that they've recently released as well. There's some cream blushes and a face primer. So these, the Breezy Cream Vegan Blush. Okay, so they're saying it's a weightless creamy blush for just pinched colour. It's supposed to help minimize the look of pores and fine lines for a fresh-faced look. It applies like silk while smoothing and hydrating skin, and it contains marine plants, coconut, and sodium hyaluronate.
There we go.
It comes in 3 shades: Berry Bliss, Peach Sunset, and Pink Sky. It's available now at the Tarte website. I think it's interesting how they're saying all of their products are like, they minimize the look of pores and fine lines and reverse the signs of aging. And the primer is the new Glotion Vegan Skin Perfector. So this primes, perfects, luminizes, and treats. It blurs the look of fine lines and wrinkles for a youthful look. It's inspired by bioluminescence for a lit from within glow. You can wear it alone or under makeup for added radiance. And again, it's available now at Tarte.com. That one retails for $32 and the blushes retail for $27. I get the vibe that Tarte are kind of aiming their stuff at a mature market now. They're like, fine lines, wrinkles, pores. These are all the words that I'm like, makes like little...
that's what's jumping out, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah,
do you promise?
I feel like what they're doing is, I feel like their audience has aged.
Yeah.
So I think they're moving with their audience, but also they're probably putting a lot of their cutesy stuff, which they do occasionally bring out ridiculous sort of kids-like crap.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're now putting all that into their Sugar Rush range.
Yeah.
For like the tweens. And now they're sort of like, okay, who has the money to buy our products? Oh, it's our mature audience. let's
It's the big kids.
let's start tailoring to them.
Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. For the busy women out there who want to look great but don't have time to deal with uncomfortable clothing, you might want to consider Beta Brand. Their customer favourite dress pant yoga pants are made of wrinkle-resistant stretch knit fabric, making them perfect for literally anything you need to do. There are tons of different colours and styles to choose from. They have something to suit all style preferences, and they're made from super soft 4-way stretch fabric that you can actually move in. The material and cut of Beta Brand dress pant yoga pants are where it's at. There's structure around the waist and bum that offer really nice support, but when you sit down, the material stretches enough to prevent pinching or bunching. Then when you get up and start moving around again, the material goes back to its original shape, so you're not left with saggy, sad looking material. Women love these pants because they fit so well and feel great on, allowing you to be confident and comfortable as you get shit done. Right now, our listeners can get 30% off their first Beta Brand order when you go to betabrand.com/beauty. That's 30% off your first order for a limited time at betabrand.com/beauty. Discover what it's like to be comfortable and confident all the time. Go to betabrand.com/beauty for 30% off. A good hairdryer is an essential tool for any hairstyling routine. The Panasonic NA67 Nano hairdryer heats hair gently and evenly using an innovative back and forth moving nozzle, which helps to keep your head cool, providing quick, gentle drying with no hot spots, because burning yourself when heat styling is no joke and no fun. Nanotechnology draws moisture from the air and creates superfine moisture-rich nanoparticles that penetrate the hair shaft, keeping each strand healthy and reducing everyday damage. The Panasonic NA67 Nano hairdryer comes with attachments for every type of hair. There's a concentrator nozzle for precise styling, the oscillating nozzle for gentle, even styling, or a full-size diffuser for styling wavy or curly hair. The 3 heat settings, 2 speed settings, and neutral color means there's something for everyone and every hair type. Since the Panasonic NA67 Nano comes with all of the attachments you could possibly need, it's great for experimenting with different types of styling. I really like misting my hair before plaiting it and using a diffuser attachment to dry it and lock in the style. It's a simple and really quick way to achieve waves without using excess heat. To find out more or purchase the Panasonic NA67 Nano hairdryer, you can shop now on Amazon by clicking the link in the description box.
We'll move on to new items, and we're going to start with Bare Minerals. So they're calling these multitaskers. We've got 2 new products. They're calling them 2-in-1 products. I'll let you guys be the judge of that. We've got the Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm. These are $20 each. They say you get the best of a gloss and a balm in one. Sheer color, high shine, and irresistibly soft lips, loaded with naturally derived ingredients like sustainably sourced cold-pressed fruit oils. This gloss balm delivers instant nourishment in a cushiony formula that's never sticky. Lips feel softer, smoother, and more hydrated over time, even after you take it off. Then we have the Gen Nude Bronzer. Yes, I said that correctly. Bronzer. This is $25, and okay, so they're calling this an effortless, fresh from the beach glow is just a sweep away. Our limited edition talc-free bronzer combines the glow of a bronzing powder with the flush of blush in one step, all while smoothing and minimizing the look of imperfections. The bronzer blush hybrid features a silky texture that blends seamlessly and builds color effortlessly, leaving a luminous finish that mimics your skin's natural radiance after a day in the sun. Look.
So it mimics sunburn.
Yeah, because they're all fucking pink, right? None of this shit is bronze. That's not... You can't sit there and tell me that those shades are going to bronze you. They're not. They're blushes.
Look, I like Bare Minerals, so it hurts me a little bit when they bring out stuff that I'm like...
Dumb shit.
Fucking hell, what are you doing, man?
Yep.
I feel like the concept of this isn't too bad, but I don't know if they have demonstrated it correctly, if that makes sense. This could be a product that, like, maybe the base color is a bronzer, but it's got some, like, pink shimmer to it. So when you blend it out, maybe you see more bronze. Maybe when you catches a light, it looks more pink. That may be the case and it could work. But in these really built up heavy swatches, all I see is metallic pink. And that is not something I want to put all over my face. And no, I actually wear foundation and concealer to hide my redness. I don't actually want redness back on my face. So I think these might be nice blushes, but they should have shown it, like applied on the face, or had a video of someone applying it. If you're trying to say it's a bronzer blush in one, show me. These swatches don't show me jack shit. That's my problem here. And if they're trying to say that a lip gloss balm is a multitasking product, you are delusional. It's a fucking lip gloss.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this is painful.
Stop it.
But it's disappointing because the products look pretty if they just called a spade a spade and called it a blush and a lip gloss.
Yeah, they're trying to use, like, fucking catchphrase bullshit to suck people in. It's a hydrating lip gloss. Most lip glosses are hydrating to a degree. For fuck's sake. Like,
and if they're not, then what's wrong with them? Like, they should be hydrating. Yeah,
exactly. It's not supposed to be chalk in a tube.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fucking lip gloss. Come on, guys.
But I'm going to say they might be lovely products. Just the marketing BS often ruins your expectations, and it just, Yeah,
the gimmick is embarrassing.
All right, we've seen a new powder released from Beauty Blender. Now, this is called the Bounce Soft Focus Gemstone Setting Powder. It comes in 5 shades. There's Buff, there's Canary, there's Topaz, Nutmeg, and Chocolate. So they're saying that this is airy and hydrating. It's a soft focus powder that blurs and softens skin via an epic blend of rose quartz, ruby, sea minerals, aloe vera, freshwater pearls. That's a lot of random ingredients there. It's perfect for combination normal or dry skin types because it cancels shine while softens fine lines. It blurs uneven texture and blemishes, and it sets makeup without it looking flat or lifeless. So it's supposed to be sort of setting but also illuminating, I suppose. I don't know how I feel about this. It's $32 US. I don't know how much it contains in a tub, but I suppose this is just like a natural progression or expansion of their Bounce range. I think the gemstone, like the rose, what is it? The rose quartz and the ruby and the...
Which is a crystal.
Yeah, but there's ruby as well. Ruby.
Right.
And the freshwater pearls. I feel like it's quite irrelevant for a powder. But they are saying that this is also talc-free, which is good. Yeah, it's an expansion of the range. I think it works. It just seems really late because they released their Bounce foundation years and years ago now. Look, I always like a powder. I would always try a new powder. I'm a powder fanatic. It's fucked.
Yeah, fair.
It's fucked.
I mean, it might be really nice. They're just not selling it to me at the moment. Something else that's not being sold to me. This is from Ciate London. It is the I Am a Woman palette. So this, I know, oh Lord Almighty. It was released for International Women's Day, and I don't even, look, this hurts my brain. So it's a 24 pan eyeshadow palette that has been, they did not say this, did they? It's been inspired by forward-thinking, powerful women across history. Each shade champions the woman whose legacy lies in the better world they created with their passion and dedication, challenging the norm and achieving the unexpected. The shade You has been inspired by you, the everyday superhero and queen of your own life. Palette features soft nudes, shimmering neutrals, buttery mattes and intense metallics, which have all been formulated with a creamy formulation and pigment-rich finish. That, mate, I do not trust a damn word Ciate say about their formula, because it's not historically good. Just putting that out there. So this is available now at Ciate London. It's very brown. Brown and mauve.
And pink. And I feel like Frida Kahlo will be turning in her grave.
Rolling in her fucking grave.
If she realises that, like, Ciate has interpreted her as a matte cream. This is a little bit on the not a little, it's a lot on the nose. I'm all for, like, empowering women and taking inspiration from some of these incredible women. I just don't think this is it.
Nah, this is not it.
I think it's done in a little bit of a tacky way.
Yeah.
But the palette is so boring. This is not inspiring at all. Like, this does not make me proud to be a woman, and I'm proud to be a woman.
No.
So, like, if I don't want this and I'm all like, yes, girl power, go you good thing, like, why would...
And nudes. Love a good nude. And I just think, look, I personally feel like there's a level of disrespect for just taking powerful women's names and chucking them in a palette and saying they've inspired this palette, and like no proceeds go anywhere related to women. They go to Ciate. The quality is going to be their shitty ass eyeshadow quality, which
they
is
have some bad
trash.
Quality.
Honestly, it's probably right up there with one of the worst I've ever tried.
Yeah.
From an established brand.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh,
this is something I can imagine Too Faced coming out with, like Jared being like, this is the most empowering idea. Let's make like a palette.
Lady balls.
Yeah.
Here's something you need to know about International Women's Day. We're not putting up with your shit. Fuck off. Okay, let's move on to Colourpop. They've got a whole new product.
Yeah.
Like a whole new one. I mean, fair. They have a whole new product every week. But, I mean...
Here's another one.
This is kind of potentially interesting.
Yeah.
So, this is called the Cheek Dew. They're saying it's a pillowy, soft serum blush formula that combines skin-loving ingredients with a hint of colour to give you a naturally flushed, dewy glow. It's launching in 10 shades. It's available now when you're watching this. And, I mean, I might be interested in this. Maybe.
I'm interested because they call it a serum blush, and I really like that M Cosmetics one, but the packaging is shit on that. I don't think this would be an exact dupe because it seems like it's more of a cream rather than a liquid like that one is. But if it gives a very similar effect for a fraction of the price with more shades, they're onto a winner, because dewy cheeks and something that's a little bit different from just the basic powder blush is very popular right now and will become, I think, more popular as time goes on.
Yeah.
I think the shade range looks really nice. There's really nice undertones here, covering, you know, a wide variety of skin tones. I like it. I also really like that there's a shade called Tumble For Ya, even though it's a muted cool pink. Damn it. Because I love Culture Club and that's a Culture Club song. So, yeah, I would try this. I would totally try it.
Yeah, I would try this as well.
All right, we've seen a collaboration with e.l.f. and Chipotle. So this is launching on the 9th of March. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm a bit 50-50 about this one. So this is launched by the time you're watching this, and essentially what it contains, there's the Chipotle eyeshadow palette. It's a $16 palette with 12 shades inspired by the ingredients on the Chipotle line. So they did actually post an image of different ingredients. I like that they actually have a direct, like, this is how we got the inspiration. Not just we pulled a random green and a random blue. I think it's like, it shows that they've thought this through a little bit. They've also got the Make It Hot lip gloss, which is $8. It's a fiery hot lip plumping gloss infused with lip loving vitamin E and coconut oil. This is like in a translucent red type shade. There's also the Extra Guac Face Sponge Set. It's $10 US and it's a 2-piece sponge set. It includes an avocado shaped sponge and then also a mini pit sponge, which I think is very cute.
It's
I think
cute.
it's very cute.
I do like that.
Yeah, and I actually think that it is usable. It's not just cute for the sake of cute. I can see like maybe using the big one for foundation, the small one for concealer. So it not the most practical shapes, but definitely usable. And then the last thing is the Eyes Chip Face makeup bag. This is an $18 makeup bag, and it's designed to look like the Chipotle bag of chips. And I think the name is cute because the elf is Eyes Lip Face, so they called it Eyes Chip Face. I think this is done well. Is it necessary? Absolutely not.
No.
But I think it's done well. I can fault it absolutely if I wanted to, but I also think it's cute.
If a brand is going to make something dicky like this, then they've done it fairly well.
Yeah, that's how I feel as well.
It's made me really hungry. I don't want any of it, but god damn, I could fucking go a burrito right now.
That's true. And I think also I have a bit of a soft spot for this because the colour story with the greens and the browns. And the bits of orange and whatnot is a colour story that I particularly like. So I look at this and I'm like, oh yeah, we're not going to get this in Australia, but if I did see it, I would definitely want to have a poke and a swatch and yeah, I think it's done well, but it is unnecessary. It's a food makeup. It's I don't even know why they're doing this. Are they getting cheap rights
I don't know.
Food brands or something?
I have no idea. The food makeup thing, I'm not here for it. Okay, let's talk about Haus Labs. So they have released the new Edge Precision Brow Pencils. So these are double-ended brow pencils. You've got a precision tip on one end and you've got a spoolie on the other end. There's a whole bunch of shades. I'm just going to say this right now. I think this might be the best precision brow range that I've seen released in a long time. Their shade range is fantastic. They've clearly got shades for redheads. They've got greys. They've got a brown black. They've obviously got a black as well. This color range is fantastic. What can I say?
I also like that not only do they have like an auburn shade for redheads, but they also have a cinnamon shade for more ginger redheads. So they've got two
ginger
shades.
Ginger redheads get left out of everything.
Yeah, I think light redheads, you're right. They are completely ignored, and I don't think I've ever seen a brow range bring out two redhead shades, especially not in their first release. Like, I don't think they're going to add to this unless they do colourful brows, which you may as well just use colourful eyeliners in your brows. Like, you can do that. Yeah, I think they've brought this out as a comprehensive range, and they're like, look, we've done it. We've catered to everyone. No need to come and review this. And I think they've done a great job. I have heard a few people say it looks very green, very grey, but you'll be surprised that eyebrows are quite green-grey. So if you have anything too warm, it looks orange on your face. You actually need something that's a little bit more greeny grey if you've got brown eyebrows for them to actually look quite natural. So similar premise to fake tan. A bit of a greeny tone actually makes it look a lot more natural. So I think this is fantastic. This is probably the best release I've seen from Haus Labs. Yes, we're saying positive things about Haus Labs.
Yep.
This is the best thing
in this one.
they've earned it. This is And look, you think micro brow pencil, they've been done 1,000 times before. Oh, yeah. How do you make them more like stand out from the rest of the pack? Create a very, very inclusive range.
Fucking great. Yeah, exactly.
All right, we've got a new release from Juvia's Place. This is just a really small one, and we don't have much information because there wasn't much information on their website. These are Nubian Glow Balms. So they're just pretty much lip balms in different scents and different colours. We have Guava, which looks like an orangey shade. We've got Papaya, which also looks like a darker orangey shade. There's Mango that looks like an orange shade. They all look orange. Grape, which is a purple shade, and then we have coconut, which looks like a clear shade. They look yum. The photo makes me want to eat them. I think they're $12 each. Yes, $12 each.
Okay. Okay. We have a collection from Maybelline. This is limited edition, and it's going to be available in Asia. It is a Sailor Moon collection. So this collection contains 4 shades of Superstay Matte Ink lipsticks. There's a Hyper Sharp wing liner and a Lashionista mascara. All of them have limited edition packaging, but are existing products. So they have just, you know, popped a little Sailor Moon symbol on there, or a character, and Sailor Moon away.
Look, I like Sailor Moon. I don't mind Maybelline as a brand. I think they can do some good basic products. This is a bit of a throwaway collection, but I think it does suit the drugstore market in like Japan and Korea. It sort of suits. There's a little detail that drives me a little bit crazy about this. There's the 4 Sailor Scouts on the liquid lipsticks and not even fucking Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon is on the mascara and the eyeliner, but Sailor Moon doesn't even have a lip product. With the Sailor Scouts, they could have picked something related to the colours they wear or whatever it happens to be, and actually had cool shades. Even if they're existing shades, just match them better than this. I don't get it.
It feels a little bit lazy.
It's a lot lazy. But it will sell because it's cheap and it's cute. So there we go.
Yeah.
All right, we've seen some new products from Melt Cosmetics. Now, we've only just seen these today, so Melt tend to dribble out information. We've got coming soon to Melt Cosmetics. So when they release, we don't know. But these are cream blush lights. I sort of feel like this is Colourpop mixed with Bare Minerals mixed with who the fuck knows. But this says, give your cheeks a natural glowing flush in an assortment of natural and pearl textures. The buttery cream formula melts into skin, providing a smooth, radiant finish. It's a multi-use cream blush light that can be applied to the cheeks and lips. So these are pan cream blushes that can be applied in other areas of the face. And it looks like it's coming in 7 shades. 8 shades. 8 shades.
8, yeah. I will wait until we know more.
Correct.
Yeah, there's not much to really go off there.
And all the colours look very similar, but they do look very peachy, which I like a peach, but that might just be the photo shoot because it all looks like
because
blurry
it's
peach.
quite orange. Yeah. Something else that's interesting, Natasha Denona. We have a palette. So this is the Circo Loco palette. And I think this was this a sneak peek out of a Sephora somewhere?
Yeah,
Romania?
someone found it on the shelves and bought it.
Yeah. Okay, well there we go. So this palette is quite colourful. It's I don't know. When I first saw it, I was like, is this even real? But of course it is. It's definitely real. It doesn't feel cohesive to me.
Yeah, look, I don't feel like it is cohesive. I do feel like this colour story, if you've got a lot of Natasha Denona palettes, even though this doesn't look cohesive within the one palette, of course you can reach for, you know, your bronze palette or your Bieber palette or whatever to work with it. So I think it's fine in her collection.
Some gaps.
Yeah.
We have a new collection from Sephora Collection. This one's in collaboration with Coach, the bag company. So, look, I don't understand the inspiration behind this, but I kind of love it and hate it at the same time. So it says, a dinosaur, a shark, and a unicorn walk into a Sephora. That's it. Don't sleep on this limited edition expertly crafted beauty from 2 iconic brands. This consists of the Coach Sephora Collection Rexy eyeshadow palette. It's $38. It's in the shape of a T-Rex. Then we have the Uni Face Palette. This is $38 US, so it's in the shape of a unicorn. We have the Sharky Eyeshadow Palette, also $38. You guessed it, in the shape of a shark. Then we have the Tea Rose brush set for $68, the Tea Rose nail set for $18, Tea Rose lip gloss set for $36, and the Tea Rose eye mask set for $16. I am so sorry to say this, but I fucking love those stupid ass palettes. I love them. They're dumb as shit, but I love them.
I like the dinosaur and the shark one. I think they're kind of cool because they look like fancy key rings. I would just want to depot these and use them as key rings.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it looks cool. Practically, like, you're not going to hang an eyeshadow palette off your bag. Like, it's going to break. It's going to open up. It's going to spill everywhere. It's going to be a mess. So I feel like this is cooler as the component than it is the actual product. They should have just released these as accessories rather than makeup.
I agree. Like little coin purses or something.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think it's cool, and I think for Sephora collection, it is compared to what we've seen like with their Marvel collections and whatnot, this is a lot better.
I feel like they should take everything away except the little palettes and then make the palettes not palettes, and they're on to a winner.
Yeah. So completely change everything you've done. Thank you.
Just keep the designs of those cute ass fucking little dinosaur, shark, and unicorn.
Speaking of collaborations, it's a pretty heavy collaboration episode actually. We've got a new collaboration with Ama Beauty. This is with the movie Coming to America. So this is the sequel to the 80s movie Coming to America. It's a movie that's on Amazon Prime. I've watched it. It's good for nostalgia, but in terms of a entertaining movie, lacks a lot. But it's a lot of references to the old movie,
the original.
Yeah. So if you like the original, it's a trip down memory lane. This contains the Royal Heritage color palette for $44 US. The Good Morning Zamunda mini color palette, $29 US. Queen to Be mini color palette, $29 US. Black Magic High Shine Lipstick, $22 US. The Kajal Eyeliner, $18 US. And the Zamundan Glow Up Highlighter Palette, $30 US. So they're available now at Ama Beauty.
Something that I wonder, you've seen the movie, is the color, is the colors relevant?
It's a very colourful movie. The outfits are very elaborate and
colourful.
Very colourful. Yep. So
cool.
I get the colour. I wouldn't see this and think of the movie though, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. One thing I really do like is actually the designs on the palettes. They look cool. I love the lion. I love that tribal face with the headpiece. It looks really cool. Okay, last thing. This is from Winky Lux. We have the Marvelous Balm. That's cringe.
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying that these have the tint of a lipstick and the hydration of a lip balm. The Luxe formula is enriched with superhero ingredients, including ceramides for plumping and coconut oil for softening. And the unique marble design delivers a sheer wash of colour for natural kissable pout. Comes in 3 shades. You've got Giddy, which is cool toned baby pink. Delighted is a peachy pink, and Dreamy is a natural pink. They're available now for $18 at Winky Lux. I don't like these marble lipsticks.
Yeah.
They feel so dated to me.
Look, I don't mind them as long as they weren't... Okay, we've seen a few brands bring these out and sort of promptly discontinue them. So I don't think the marble thing is as good as people foresee it being. I think this would have worked better if these were more of a tinted balm, which is what it sounds like. But I've seen... They shared on their Instagram stories an influencer swatching 2 of the shades. Yeah. They do not look good. So I think she's swatching the cool toned baby pink and the peachy pink, I think. And they look bad. They look like 2010's, you know, that really light concealer pink
Concealer
lipstick.
Yeah.
If this was just a balm with a tint, I would be all over this. I think the marble could just add a nice, like, aesthetically pleasing effect to the balm.
Yeah.
But because the balm is white tinted, it is, and I feel like they've only done that to make the marble pop in the tube. But
Yeah, they have.
turns out as being a really ugly shade on the lips.
Yeah.
Could have been cool.
It would have just been better if it had been, like, if the white part had been
Clear.
translucent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have looked fucking sick. But no.
No, it's white.
Oh well.
I'm like drawing the line at lipsticks that have a lot of white in it. They always look hideous.
Yeah,
and they
same.
always look
They
like they
look
sit on
horrible.
the lips and not good. They're not good.
Even Photoshop can't make that shit look good.
No, it can't.
No. The time has come to dedicate this episode to a Beauty News VIP, and this week's VIP is Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lisa, for supporting Beauty News, and thank you to everyone who supports Beauty News in whichever way you choose to do so. Kat, what is our emoji riddle for the week?
So we're trying to make it a little bit more cryptic as time goes on. Last week's was very easy. This one is going to be water droplets, a clock, and a grandma. So what does that, if you add all that together,
Represent.
what does that represent? What product release of the week are we talking about? Let us know in the comments.
Can you work it out? We hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.